Hello, how's it going? There's another episode right here of the Persona 5 calendar run. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Oh? Look who's talking, bitch! Yeah, welcome back to the P5 calendar run. It is October the 28th. We're about to get to November, finally. In real life, it is actually November the 18th. So November's about to end. It is getting very close to ending. And we're barely just managing to get October out of the goddamn way. So, yeah, we're very far behind. Thanks to the Thanksgiving break that we're going to get in a little bit, I'm going to get a lot more time to record. And I really, I'm super intrigued about the story right now. So I definitely want to, do my best to just do away with this game. You know, try and beat it as fast as I possibly can, so that I can just move on to other stuff, you know? I want to play other games, I want to stream other stuff. There's so many games that I want to finish, whether streamed or recorded. I say that because OBS is still being a piece of fucking shit, and I just, can't get anything to work on it other than just, purely recording. So, I just might have to just record everything, like cold steel and whatever, and the way that I would always do it. I like streaming because I like the interaction with you guys and the comments and all that stuff, but man, if it's not one thing, it's another. Again, the streaming curse. There's very much a curse going on my channel. Whenever I'm streaming, the internet dies. When it comes back, oh, the frame rate is down and the signal is shitty. Oh, and then, oh, the blue screen doesn't work. Or, oh, this game won't run. Or, oh, my thing crashed. Okay, let's try OBS. No, the fucking text won't show up whenever I need it. Oh, the server won't connect. It's just, there's always something showing up. To the point where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, streaming is not for me. I'd rather have recorded video. Like that I have complete and utter fucking control. And I'm not like at the whim of the fucking internet connection all the time. So, you know, that's probably for the best. Like that I can just focus on making other stuff instead of wasting my time streaming everything. It's the same shit anyways. It's just like, instead of getting the comments immediately, I get them after I post. But anyway, all ranting aside. Shido's here, giving a political speech, which is frustrating because it's not Yoshida-san.
Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late.
As opposed to you, what are you gonna do?
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete.
So what are you gonna do?
If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once.
Really? Let's destroy the government? This is some fucking anarchy bullshit.
Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
Really? It almost sounds like you're, creating a revolt or a revolution. It's like, the government sucks, let's destroy it. That's literally what you're saying. Like, oh, it's gonna come down anyway, so let's just, pull the plug right now. But, what are you gonna replace it with?
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I mean, again, you're a politician. What's gonna stop you from just reinforcing the same bullshit system or a different bullshit system that just benefits you, rather than the other guys that you're trying to destroy? You said it yourself. The police are my bitches and all that stupid shit. You're just so full of yourself.
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
And for some reason, everybody loves
You
him.
haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
No, yeah, everybody fucking says that. Yeah, because everybody just casually in the street says, that's problematic as a member of society. I highly recommend you, do your duty as a citizen. Ugh. You're sounding like a fucking commercial.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing.
Yeah, totally not like all the other people that have fucked me over in the past.
He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
I mean, but every single time there's a speech or something, every single candidate always seems like the most reliable person. There's always just the promise and the intention is I want to do this, but do they actually do it? No, never. What's the most effective thing that's been done recently? What, gay marriage being legal in the US? I don't know.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
I don't even want to know.
That's a good question. but might I have a cup of coffee first?
Stop with your bullshit, Akechi, and just talk with us about what the fuck you want.
Quit effing around.
Please, yeah, to be like, oh, my coffee. Fuck you. Just talk to us.
Please keep this short.
Yes, the more I have to see your face, the more I want to vomit.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well.
I'm at my wit's ends of you.
She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far.
Yeah.
Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop them from just making shit up just to close the case and then make us look bad.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
Thank you, Futaba.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
What a delayed response. We already know that Makoto just completely just feels conflicted about this. Because that's exactly what we need right now. Just more of Makoto talking.
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Why? Why not?
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
What are you gonna do? Just wait until she does? And then when you get truly fucked in the ass, are you gonna wanna do it?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You know, like how every single fucking corrupt organization tends to do?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
No! God damn it.
It seems they're more trusted than I thought.
You're Phantom Thieves. You've been Phantom Thieves for 6 months, taking down all these corrupt people. And you're here, like, gobsmacked over the fact that the police would dare to do such a horrible thing. Like, you didn't become the Phantom Thieves yesterday, you fucking morons.
Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
Yeah, they're like an angry teenager that just wants to get their homework done with so that they can keep playing Skyrim VR like me. They're like, oh, fuck, just... done. There. I finished it. I'm gonna fail it, but whatever. Fuck it. I just don't want to see it anymore. They're like, they just want to get rid of it. They don't care about the truth.
No.
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too.
Found him. Take out the gun. I don't have the red toy gun right now. I just have the move controller. Because I was playing Skyrim VR for a while now. And holy shit, that game is so good. I mean, it's just fucking Skyrim in VR, but it makes a really big difference when you can, like, actually, you know, take the controllers and, like, shwa, like, shoot the bow and arrow with it. Really great feeling.
However, the current situation is extremely bad.
Yeah, because you're here.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
It'd be really funny if, like, Mishima gets, like, targeted as, like, you're the real Phantom Thief, you're the mastermind behind all of it. Why would you ever make the website otherwise? Like, no, wait, please!
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses.
Yeah, she's the one that's kind of, like, directing the whole investigation against us.
If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, and, like, you know, she's obsessed with getting her promotion and succeeding and all that shit that, you know... She's gonna go as far as to just falsify shit just so that she can get the job done.
So that's why.
And you know, all of that is not necessarily her fault because she got manipulated by the fucking evil Emperor Palpatine over there, also known as the SIU director, knowing that she was gonna fail because, you know, only the SIU director and whoever the guy is on the phone, you know, they keep talking about the metaverse and all that stuff, so the old guy knows about all of that, and he also knows how nobody would fucking believe such a crazy thing. And so Niijima doesn't know about the metaverse, and so, like, the SIU director is just playing Niijima like a fucking fiddle.
The truth will be covered up. and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed.
Excuse me.
I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
Yeah, my own ethics, which is totally why I took a silenced pistol and shot Okumura.
I mean, I guess I can understand how you feel.
Again, I want to reiterate that the only, like, spoilery thing that I've gotten myself into is that Valentine's Day thing. Like, what happens when you date multiple women? Is there, like, a bad consequence, or is it just, like, a funny skit? You know? And it is a funny skit, and that's pretty much it. But, I think there's something in New Game Plus that happens. Like, as, like, a kind of a bad-ish consequence for dating multiple people. But, you know, when it comes to, like, playing ahead or watching, like, a YouTube video of what happens afterwards, that is literally the only thing that I know. So, but I just feel it in my gut, and when I saw, like, that silhouette of the guy shooting Okumura, like, that has to be fucking Akechi in his Phantom Thief outfit. Like, I fully believe that that's that. If it's not, then sure, I'm gonna be blown back and I'll be surprised. But, like, there's a reason for why whenever people make artwork of Persona 5 and they show, like, the whole cast, there's always just 8 people, you know? It's from Joker all the way to Haru, and they never include Akechi in any of that. It was always just the 8 people. I remember there was, like, a picture of everybody, like, all of the Phantom Thief members lined up, and then Akechi is, like, he has his back turned. Like, you can see everyone's faces, but he's, like, turning to the opposite direction. And it's like, why is he, like, the only one that's, like, singled out, right? Just, like, sort of, like an ominous thing kind of implied there. Like, whenever they have the Phantom Thieves and they show the group and they include Akechi, he's always the one thing that sticks out like a sore thumb, because he's either, like, looking backwards, or, like, he's grayscale as opposed to everybody doesn't color. Like, there's always something that sticks out about him, and so that's why I'm saying, like, he's the guy that sells you out, he's the guy that kills Okumura, he's the guy that fucking wants to take you guys down, and he's the one that's, like, pretending to be good and wanting to do all this shit, but he's the one that's, like, on the phone with the SIU director. Like, he's, like, the villain of this, you know? Other than the SIU director, he's the guy that wants to fuck us over, you know? And I'm sure there's gonna be some, like, god or something. It's gonna be like a Dachi, right? Where he's like, oh, I'm possessed by this evil god, and stuff like that, you know? Because in these Persona games, there's always, there's, like, Nyx, and then Izanami, and then that giant eyeball, and, like, all of that shit. So at the end, there has to be some, like, my name is Kagutsuchi no Okami, and I am the god of water, and I'm here to fuck your shit. Like, oh, human beings are cool. With friendship and love, we can do it. And then kill him and be like, oh, you human beings have potential. And then they vanish away, and then everything is all hunky-dory. You know? Eventually, it's going to escalate to that, you know? It's going to, like, ascend beyond, like, this, like, thief-cop story.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
Mm-hmm. To make her not that much of a
How do you
bitch.
mean?
How do you mean? How could you gonna be like, let's be blunt. Your sister's a bitch, and we're going to unbitch her by changing her bitchy heart.
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Yeah, like, you know, the SIU director will be like, you failed me, you're fired. And, you know, they'll be like, she knows too much about us. Kill her. And she'll probably go through, like a psychotic breakdown, eventually. She's just set up for that.
You're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth.
Yeah, it can be helped. You're so hypocritical. You're here talking about local justice, and you have to go through, like, the law to be able to do all this shit. But here you are, just doing the same shit that we're doing.
There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart.
Maybe she'll go out with me when I turn her nice.
It will become a warning to not mess with us.
Us? Well, us? Like, you are some different. But we're the Phantom Thieves. You're just a catchy, fucking wannabe Backstreet Boy. Like, don't fucking include yourself in this us. There's no us.
They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
He's gonna betray us.
What do you mean?
Mamakoto's spidey senses are tingling.
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
Yeah, he's gonna force us to quit after we do this shit, because your justice is not as good as my justice, even though I'm enacting exactly the same kind of fucking justice that I was fighting against from the beginning.
As expected from a Niijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
It's a horrible deal! What the fuck are you talking about? You still get to be the fucking popular pretty boy detective. You're taking away our fucking purpose for living.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
You suddenly became our boss and you started to lay us off like your fucking Electronic Arts.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
Exactly, like, that's his goal. He wants to end us. And so, he's trying to be all buddy-buddy with us, pretending to be all nice and be like, oh, for justice. But, like, at the end of the day, he's gonna get what he wants, which is to take us down. Like, can't we just, like, build up trust with him over time and then just destroy all the evidence that he has, put a bullet in his head, and then just have that in our minds as the one and only dirty thing that we have ever done in our Phantom Thieves' lives? And funnily enough, the only thing that we don't regret in any way at all, because this guy's fucking insufferable?
I'm flattered to hear that.
Fuck you.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings.
Because my dad fucked my mom, and I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice.
So you're like Kara from Undertale, you just hate human beings.
It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal.
You're just a very hateful, vindictive, petty human being.
It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Ugh. Really, you started to go into, like, deeper Batman voice in there. Absurd grudge. You said it yourself. You yourself have admitted, like, it is not rational at all. I'm just a really petty person. I'm just very vindictive.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
No! We are in no way as twisted as this guy is. Like, whenever we describe, why do you do it? Like, we never say, I hate people and I have a personal grudge against them. Like, we don't say that. No!
I can't really explain it.
He's nothing like us. Where are you getting this fucking idea? Like, I can understand what you're trying to communicate, but, like, you picked the worst character to compare us to. Like, if you had any other character that was a little bit more, like, foggy, if it was like Mishima, or something like that, you know? Where he has kind of like a foggy sense of morality, where, you know, he wants to help, but he's like being very extreme in his help, to the point that we had to go and look at his shadow, and then maybe change his heart, but we didn't, and he's like conflicted, and then be like, okay, well, he's dissatisfied, and he wants to change the world, but he's going at it in kind of a questionable way, kind of like us. No, but you take fucking Akechi, who flat out said, like, oh, fuck justice, I just hate people. I'm like, oh, he's like us! No way!
But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
Somebody touched his pee-pee. And so now he just wants to kill everyone.
We're similar,
No, we're not!
Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all.
Ah, you're such a bad actor.
Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
Aw, man, I'm only waiting for the moment that he, like, fucking points a gun to our heads and says, oh, yes, it was me all along, you couldn't see through my fabulous acting to fucking realize what I was up to. And we're gonna have to say yes anyway. Even if I say no, I'd rather kill myself than to work with you. We're still gonna be like, oh, great, it's settled then, let's do it. We didn't have a choice. He'll fuck us over no matter what.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there.
Fuck off. Like, seriously, if we say no, you'll expose us, and we'll have to, like, fucking run away to Mexico or some shit. And if we say yes, we can change Sai-san's heart, we can clear our name, but you're still gonna, like, force us to disband, otherwise you'll expose us. But even then, like, wouldn't that backfire? Because, like, we're doing all this shit to make people, like, you know, to correct the whole, like, misconception that we're murderers, right? Or at the very least, to not, like, worsen the situation. So, like, if you expose us, would people, like, truly hate us as much as they do now? Like, by the time all of this Niijima stuff gets done with?
This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
And we can succeed without you, though.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
I can't wait until, like, Persona 5 Arena or Persona Q2 or something where, like, oh, it seems the Phantom Thieves are back in business, and then they're gonna have to, you know, do this. Knowing how, like, you know, if Persona 5 it gets popular, or if it, like, you know, if it gains an audience in the same way that Persona 4 did, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, they do, like, Persona 5 Arena, they do the fighting game and a dancing, they got the fucking dancing game, right? And they have, like, Persona Q2, like, the dungeon crawlers, there's, like, 2 or 3 other games that are probably gonna take place, like, after the story, right? So that already kind of gives it away of, like, okay, well, whether they disband or not, it doesn't matter, they're gonna come back and do Phantom Thief shit.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is...
Because you wanted to feel useful, because your sister's a bitch.
Because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though.
So yeah, you're a Phantom Thieves because your sister's a bitch.
I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because whenever there's always, like, family shit involved, there's always the typical shit of saying, oh, it's nothing, until the last moment.
It was too selfish of a reason.
Because you're a fucking dumbass. You're an expert at fucking us over. Like, you fucking did not share important information with us nor nothing.
Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out?
Now you're too scared. Now you're too scared.
A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
You fucking liar. No, it's my first time, I'll be chasing. Even though you're the guy making all the demands.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I was planning on just getting a giant bucket of ice cream and then just cry in front of my television as I watch, like, Teletubbies, because I think back on my childhood and I think that is really beautiful.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, this is gonna be like another Makoto-focused story arc, unfortunately. Because, you know, we have the whole Niijima thing, so, like, she's gonna be, like, super, like, frowny face for the whole fucking thing.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not!
Of course not. It's just...
Stupid questions up the ass.
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
Did you forget your tampons today?
I just can't make time today.
I just have a very important masturbation session that I need to get to, okay? Fuck, it's important, okay? I've been so stressed out lately. I need to release.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
You don't get to call the shots here, I'm the fucking leader! I get to say when I get to fucking call it a day.
I'm sorry, everyone.
There's like 9 of us here. Without you makes 8, and that's fine because I barely ever use you anyway. So let's just fucking go in. You already know that Niijima has a palace, right? So we don't need you to fucking go in there with us.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
Just because of the one person, you have completely deprived us of all this new information. Now we can't go into the fucking palace because Makoto's just not feeling it today. Boo 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 boo. Even though she clearly said that she knew about the palace, but she was too scared to explore it. Like, why can't the 8 of us fucking go? Like, is everything gonna be, like, unbeatable if not everybody is here? God. It doesn't even make sense because, like, whenever we fight, it's always 4 people at a time. There's never 9 people all at once. This is about her sister. You're imagining it. This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped.
I mean, when it's about personal shit like this, obviously, there's always gonna be that kind of character, right? That kind of change of people, like, being all evasive and, like, all of their text boxes, like, half of them are just ellipses points and stuff.
Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Okay, so we're gonna be able to do the dungeon starting tomorrow? Hopefully. Alright, time is moving ever forward. I wonder how Niijima is going to react to all of this, because she's the one that we're targeting. So, like, what is she gonna say?
A palace? In me?
Yep. And your sister knew about it all the time. She's being like a fucking annoying teenager all around us because of you.
Not only that, Goro Akechi?
The one and only.
Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice?
It was his idea. Now don't you feel the one that got backstabbed.
And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case?
Yep. Who knew if that was like accidental or intentional? My feeling is that that was intentional. He was already following us for a while now, and he just happened to get sucked in along with us.
That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Oh yeah, because that's just something that he'll just casually tell you while you're out there eating ramen together. Absolutely. He's like, oh, by the way! Like, God. Obviously, he's hiding this shit because he's like one of the big bad guys here.
Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a phantom thief?
Maybe she is.
If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark.
I mean, to a certain extent, you kept yourself in the dark. But yeah, there's a lot of people that really don't trust you, that just totally didn't. They kept everything to themselves because you're so bad at your job.
So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases.
You became convinced of another's existence? Another's what?
And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
Exactly. That's right. Do you believe me now?
Believe you. I'm just considering it as a possibility.
Everything is just falling in line, and oh my god, all these revelations, I had no idea! But fuck you anyway, I'm still not gonna believe you.
Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as phantom thieves would still be met with hostility. No.
What?
If this villain does exist and is setting up your group...
Then we have just wasted 95 hours of our time with you just questioning me. The guy that's like, not even responsible for all the bad shit.
I would be targeted next.
Oh, that you would have a mental breakdown?
Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Probably. No. It wasn't like Akechi the one that totally laid out all that stuff. What are you talking about? I don't remember. What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Oh, you got sold out, bruh.
Hey!
What?
You need to keep your focus.
I'm here remembering all the things that happened 95 hours ago, okay? How much is 95 hours? Where's my phone? I need my calculator. What is like 95 divided by 24? Let's see. I think I have like 96 by now. Let's just go 96 because it's an even number. Divided by 24. That's 4 days. We've been in this room for fucking 4 days. I haven't slept at all. I haven't eaten. I haven't taken a shit. Haven't even had the time to fucking take a wank. Haven't able to fucking diddle with my dick because you're here questioning me for 4 days straight. Didn't they say that they had limited time? Why are we still here? All I want to do is just daydream a little bit, and here you go, saying you gotta keep your focus for all the shit that I'm not gonna believe in you for to begin with.
It seems you're completely worn out.
Yeah, can we take like a 2-minute nap?
But the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Because I know what the truth is. You're the one here that just fucking doesn't believe me. I'm not alone, just a wins in the end. I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct?
Yeah.
Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor.
Normally. Either that or there was a fire sale right next to where you know, on your head.
However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded.
That your head was put on a discount?
It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet.
Oh yeah, you were being used the entire time.
Someone set up only to bear responsibility later.
Yeah, of course, like, you were only there to just take the blame for everything.
Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
But you're still not gonna believe me. Saya's slowly starting to accept the truth. Okay. Bond is growing deeper somehow. Like, we're not really bonding. Like, she's just, like, realizing that we're really not the horrible people that she thought we were.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions.
How are you jumping to conclusion? Well, I guess... I mean, you can't fucking, like, research it now, but, like, with all the little information you have, that wouldn't be too far-fetched. The only source of info that you have is my story.
I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you.
Do you want to ask me, like, whether I actually did or did not change your heart?
Was a change of heart triggered in me?
I get the feeling that it never happened. For some reason, I feel like there's gonna be, like, some sister bonding. There's gonna be, like, some emotional speech that Makoto is going to say to, like, the shadow version of Niijima or something. And, like, we're not gonna change your heart. Or at the very least, like, we're gonna beat up the shadow, but we're not gonna, like, steal the treasure or anything. And, like, Niijima herself, like, in life, you know, in regular life, she's going to, like, change her ways or something through Makoto. I get the feeling, yeah, right now they're leaving it kind of nebulous. Like, did they not? I get the feeling that the simple fact that they're posing a question, to me, kind of gives it away already that they didn't. Because the Phantom Thieves are all about changing hearts. And so the moment that gets into question, that's already implying that they didn't.
What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Alright, if you just shut the fuck up and listen, I'll tell you. So anyway, I went to the movie theater the other day to watch a parody of The Godfather, and my fucking charm went up by 2, and it still wasn't enough for me to be able to date Makoto. And then after that, I went out to buy some ice cream, and then I forgot, oh, the lotto tickets are revealed now. So I go, and I actually got 50,000 yen, man. That was fucking awesome. After that, I went back home, and I started playing Punch-Out. Nijima's like... I gotta take notes. The summary of the story up until this point has been updated. Alright, evening. Hey, Futaba!
What's this favor you need? It's late already.
Oh, okay.
We'll be going to Niijima's palace, so I want to look into her.
Oh, awesome. Alright, fantastic. We're actually gonna go in there ourselves. Alright, awesome. Fuck Makoto. Hashtag fuck Makoto, let's just go there without her.
Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
Great, we're getting that shit out of the way early. Good.
I can look up more, you know.
Awesome. Go ahead and look up more.
Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Please.
A girl shouldn't say things like that.
Only a fucking boring, uninteresting girl shouldn't say stuff like that, but a fucking awesome, cool, open-minded girl should be saying things like that. Come on, give me the details on fucking Niijima's underwear. I'm sure it's all boring and adult-like and all black.
You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men.
Okay, I mean, whatever.
You're Phantom Thieves!
So what? We gotta know this shit. It's important. It's for the investigation.
Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Your voice what?
Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
What's happening? Oh god, this is us, like, trying to remember?